Hello all, welcome to Pamita AI World. My name is Pamita Singh Kandari and you all are watching my next video after teaching you the standard deviation and variance in my previous video. So first and foremost thing which I should have to tell you, all those students who are continuously learning through my videos English, to all the English medium students, that in my previous video I told you that before teaching you the covariance and correlation, I must tell you the standard deviation and variance before teaching the example of covariance and correlation in this video. Fine. So I told you all the students that you all students should know before going through the real time example of covariance and correlation, you all students should know about the standard deviation and variance. So please go through this video of standard deviation and variance, because now in this video I'll use the term standard deviation in covariance and correlation example. Fine. So come to the main point. In this video, in my last video I taught you about the covariance and correlation. What is covariance and what is correlation? So I am giving you the briefly idea in this video that what is covariance. I gave you the definition first, that in my last video, that covariance is a measure of how much two random variables vary together. Fine. And correlation is a statistical measure that indicates how strongly two variables are related. Fine. So please go through this video, and now we'll directly jump to the real-time example of covariance and correlation, which are occurring in our day-to-day life. Fine. And we don't know about that we are somehow knowingly or unknowingly using covariance and correlation in our day-to-day life. So we'll jump to the example of covariance and correlation. Example of covariance and correlation. So what are those examples? First, we'll see covariance. Another is correlation. So if you say that what is covariance and correlation, please go through my last video. I have already uploaded and taught about the covariance correlation in that video. In this particular video I am telling you the real time example of covariance and correlations. So number one real time example of covariance is in portfolio management in finance. Portfolio management in finance. We use covariance and correlation. Fine. And in model assessment also, in data science, we will use covariance and correlation. Very important topics these are in statistics. Fine. So in portfolio management in finance also we use covariance. For example, stocks. And for that stock, please go through my last video of standard deviation and variance. I told about these stocks, how we use variance, standard deviation in stock market, how stock brokers, or we can say data scientists, predict that this stock will go high and this stock will go low. They can predict that thing with the help of artificial intelligence or data science, by using artificial intelligence and data science, by using that particular covariance terms. Fine. You go through my last video of standard deviation and variance. So in stocks, and minimum risk, minimum to minimize risk. So what does that mean? How covariance is used in portfolio management in finance. So what happens is, I already told you that in definition, covariance is nothing but it measures how much two random variables vary together. Fine. And it provides direction to the relationship of the two variables. So in two variables is what? When particular person invest in stock market with the help of covariance, by using covariance method, the stock brokers or data scientists, they predict that whether this investment will minimize our risk, or it will be maximize our risk. If this particular by investing in particular company, they will check the previous history using the covariance of that particular company, that in what time and in what particular way our stocks will get high or low. So with the help of that covariance method, data scientists can predict, or stockbrokers can predict that thing, and they can invest their money very wisely. So covariance also used in stock market. Fine. And number 2, where it is used in genetics. How in genetics, in biological terms, covariance also used. How it is used? Different genes vary together, है ना? So different genes vary together means, covariance, of course, covariance involves a relationship between two variables or data sets. Fine. Likewise, in genetics also, data scientists in biological domain, they will use artificial intelligence model to predict how two different genes are vary together. That's why nowadays many biotechnologists or data scientists or big companies are using artificial intelligence to predict the disease, or to predict the behavior of genes. Fine. That is happening with the help of genetics. Number 3, where covariance would be used? In economics, in econometrics. What is econometrics? For example, to check GDP growth and inflation rate, covariance is used. Fine. To check GDP growth and inflation rate, covariance method is used, because the GDP growth and inflation are two variables. Fine. And covariance is nothing but it measures how two different variables, what is the relationship between two different variables. That is what covariance check. Fine. So it predicts the direction of the relationship. Fine. So I hope you all guys are understanding the real-time examples of covariance, where scientists or data scientists or artificial intelligence or data science, big companies are using these terms to generate the model, AI model, or to where they are applying this thing in our day-to-day life, and we are watching them and we don't know the logic behind them, how they are doing this. So they are doing this with the help of covariance. Number 4, signal processing. How in signal processing covariance is used? For example, audio and image signals. For example, look, I am recording this video while I'm recording this video, and simultaneously you are listening my voice also on Pamita AI World YouTube channel. Fine. So what is this? This is signal processing. And how signal processing is going on? With the help of artificial intelligence, YouTube algorithm, YouTube owner or we can say software developer, when they were developing YouTube channel, what they did, they made two variables, one was audio and one was image signals, है ना. And with the help of these two variables, they made some changes with the help of covariance, so that audio and image signals simultaneously go well. Fine. So what method they applied? They applied covariance there. I'm giving you the real time example of how covariance is used in generating model assessments. Fine. So another one is, fifth is environmental. In environments also, environments also, environments, this is environments. For example, temperature and humidity changes. So in temperature and humidity changes also, look, there are, temperature is one variable, humidity changes is another variable. And what is covariance? I told you in my previous video. It tells how much two different variables are vary together. If temperature is high, humidity will change. Fine. So this is where covariance model is used by all the data scientists or artificial intelligence persons. Even in Google Map, if you say in weather prediction, now comes to weather prediction, where correlation is used. Its applications. Fine. This is going on application part of, we can say, application part of correlation and covariance. This is application part in our day-to-day life. Now in correlation, what we do? Market research. Market research. And what is that market research? How correlation used? Consumer behavior and sales trends. Consumer behavior and sales trends. Look, what is the difference between covariance and correlation? Correlation depends on covariance. Fine. How it depends on covariance? Because correlation is nothing, it is a scaled version of covariance. In my previous video, what is a scaled version, I have already taught you. So please go through my previous video so that you don't get confused here in the real time example or application of correlation. Go through this my previous video. So what is consumer behavior and what is sales trends? Fine. So market research, what happened in market research? Look, Flipkart, Amazon and many this type of services, what they do, customer based services, what they do, they check the behavior of consumers. They will check your history, what you are buying in Flipkart. According to that history, they will start showing you your choice of products daily, or whenever you will open their site, they will show you the products you are mainly interested to buy. Fine. You have already seen that thing while you were purchasing the through Flipkart or Amazon. So what they are doing, what type of things a software developer or artificial intelligence made in this particular app? They applied correlation method. Fine. And what is correlation? Correlation is nothing but the standardized version of covariance. What is the standardized version of covariance? They made simplest form of covariance in the form of correlation, so that AI model itself don't get confused. Fine. Machine don't get confused and easily decode what particular customer is wanting from the particular business. So correlation is much more simpler and easiest than covariance. Fine. So what is correlation? Correlation's real-time example exist in consumer behavior and sales trends. Number two is medical research. In medical research also, covariance and correlation is used. How? Like for example, blood pressure and cholesterol. In medical research, correlation is used. Blood pressure and cholesterol. So in that thing also, correlation is used by data scientists. Fine. If cholesterol is high, blood pressure would be high. If cholesterol is low, blood pressure would be low. Fine. So this how they are using how machine is telling you, like few years back, many doctors use that pump to check that blood pressure. Fine. They put that particular thing with the wire on your arm, forearms, and with the help of this thing they check the blood pressure. But nowadays what is happening, things are changing with the new technologies. Fine. Future technologies. So now what happens is, you just blood pressure is used by just giving your fingers or somewhere, in using some Wi-Fi based technology. They are using that blood pressure and cholesterol thing with the help of correlation, and they are so artificial intelligence is making this particular things simplest for medical research also. So another thing is, number 3 is weather forecasting. Forecasting, all the students, what is forecasting? It is nothing but predicting the future before predicting the weather of coming 1 week. How they are predicting that weather of tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So this forecasting of weather is predicted by correlation, by using correlation by different weather apps. How these weather apps are forecasting? They are forecasting because they are applying correlation method. So weather forecasting of, like we can take the example of temperature and humidity. Here also, temperature and humidity. And now number 4 is machine learning projects. Number 4, machine learning projects. Of course, correlation method would in model assessments. Or to check accuracy of the AI model. Fine. So this is what is happening in correlation method is also used in machine learning projects. While AI, when we data scientists or artificial intelligence machine learning engineers, when they particularly made their AI model, and to check that particular model, AI model, whether this model accuracy is good or not, they use the correlation method. Fine. So number 4 application of correlation is machine learning for machine learning projects while building data AI model. So this is the thing I taught you about in a statistic part to all the English medium students today in this video. and I hope you all students are very well understood what is the application of covariance and correlation. And if you like my video, this video, please like and subscribe my channel, YouTube channel, and share it to your all the friends who are trying to learn this new future technology of artificial intelligence. And thanks a lot for going through my this video. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for trusting Pamita AI World 18. Keep learning. Happy learning. Namaste.